Hey guys, this video is gonna be about ear stretching and then an update on my conch punch that I have. I kinda am like just kinda scrubbing today. I'm at home. I'm gonna go into work late. It's my off day, so I'm doing some homework too. But I wanted to make this video really quick because I just saw this video from this girl who was talking about ear stretching, and I don't really have very large lobes yet, and I'm still debating on what to do because I'm in college right now and I'm really thinking about future jobs, and there's a lot of controversy on having large lobes, and it's easy to just take them out and let them go down to size. And it's easy to stretch back up again. It's super easy, and I've seen it done so many times. One thing I have a problem with about stretching ears, and I think it should be like they should put a. I might be like really, you can disagree with me, or I might be like overthinking this, but I don't think that it should be legal, like, getting a tattoo until you're 18, to stretch your ears until you're 18 or older, because I don't think that younger kids know the consequences, especially if their parents are open to it, of like, if you start when you're like 14 or something, they sell that shit at Hot Topic, you're gonna have these huge ears, and you're gonna do the stretching process is gonna be done wrong, of course, because we've all made those errors and shit. So your ears are going to be fucked up. You're going to fuck up your ears. You're going to get them super big, and then, you're going to try and take them out, and they're probably not going to go that far down of a, to a smaller size to where it looks normal. So it just worries me, that they sell that stuff in malls, and younger kids think it's cool, but they don't know exactly what they're getting themselves into, and maybe they don't even want to do it for their whole life. So I think there should be like some kind of like ID seeing thing with that, or something along the lines, when you want to get your ears pierced, you have to have your parent with you, or be 18, especially if you're going to a mall, which I don't recommend. Don't get your ears pierced at a mall. Piercing should always be done at a piercing place. I used to work at the mall. I used to do ear piercings with a gun when I was 16 or 17. I don't recommend it. They don't get much training on it. I literally practiced on people, and I don't know how many ears I fucked up. But yeah, so never do that. It's cheaper, but it's not smart. Yeah, and with ear stretching, it's really bad because it's like right now I'm at a size where I can put a diamond stud plug in, like a diamond plug, and it kind of looks like I'm just wearing those big gaudy diamond earrings, and that's fine for jobs. But if I go any bigger, it's going to look noticeable. So, if there was no discrimination on body modification or how you looked, I would look so differently. I'd probably have a lot bigger ears, not like really big, but about probably like that. Not a 00, but maybe a little bigger than a 00. Just because I like the jewelry and I like how that lays. I don't want to have saggy lobes, so I want to stay relatively small. I like how they just kind of look like that, but I like bigger jewelry. As for my conch punch, it's been more than 3 weeks now. It is still a little sore, but it's doing really good. I can take it out and you can see the hole and everything too, but I'd rather do that when I have like cleaner hands and I'm around soap and stuff. Yeah, that's doing pretty good. I tried to change the jewelry. I'm touching it, it's bad. I'll clean it. I did change the jewelry to a steel tunnel, and I was getting really sick, and I wasn't thinking that was a good idea. Like, my ear felt fine, like it wasn't any more sore or pussing or anything. But I just decided to put the glass back in and wait until it's fully healed to do that. I got a little antsy and I bought some jewelry. I bought this really cool captive bead ring that's a 6 gauge, and it looks so cool, and I can't wait to put it in when it's fully healed. So far I really haven't had that many problems, except I need to sleep with my neck pillow because I have been lazy, and that irritated it a little because I slept on it. But yeah, I mean, basically I just wanted to talk about that update on it. I think you can kind of see the back. I don't know. It's still kind of like a little bit owy, but not really. But yeah, the ear stretching thing, that really bugs me that young kids can do it and then, their parents don't really notice. And they really are changing their body, and it can be permanently done if they're doing it the wrong way. And, it's like when kids get tattoos before they're 18. Even at 18, I don't think it should be at 18. I work at a tattoo shop, so I see some choices that are going to be regretted for sure. Or they're going to regret them for sure. And it's just like, I feel like they should move the age up on that one. And on like, buying jewelry where you can actually stretch your holes in your ear, and some people do the nose thing, but that's, I think with cartilage, I was saying how I was going to stretch my cartilage, but I did some more research on that, and that's actually not a good idea. From now on, if I want to go bigger, I'm going to have to get it punched at a bigger size. I could try to stretch it, but I think that's going to be really unsuccessful. Some people have done it, but I don't see how that's going to work. So basically, cartilage is like a brick wall and or really heavy glass, if you think of it that way. And if you stretch it bigger, you're cracking your cartilage. It's cracking it, and it's injuring it more. You're doing more damage to it than if you had just gotten a chunk punched out of it. So I really like punches. I think they're great, even for your tragus. That's probably why mine didn't heal, is because he used a needle and he cracked the cartilage in there, and there's so much scar tissue. It's bad. So I'm really a big fan of punches. I like, they're permanent, they do take out permanent chunks of your cartilage, but that way you don't have a bunch of cracked extra cartilage in there that's like just pushing on the piercing and just like suffocating it because it's all trying to get back to its spot. If you want a piercing in your cartilage, in my opinion, and if I was a piercer, I would always use punches no matter how small they are, because it's not like, when you're stretching cartilage, it's not like this kind of material. It's hard, and if you try to put something in there, it's just gonna like fucking, I don't know, suffocate the piercing. It's going to get really swollen. There's not going to be any room for all the cartilage that was in that area. It's going to be pushed back, and it's going to be sore, and that's why cartilage takes so long to heal. Yeah, so I really love this. I wish it was bigger. I don't think stretching is a good idea. I don't know if they can re-punch what they punched. That might be dangerous. I'm not sure. Yeah, but I love it. And I am thinking about stretching my lobes, but then again, I'm in college. Maybe I want to be a teacher, and I don't think teachers can have big lobes. I really want to be an art teacher. That would be my dream job, but that's not going to happen. And then I'm also going to get a tattoo added to this one, and I'm also thinking about that. Of course, with tattoos, I can always wear long sleeves. I live in Alaska, so that's not a big deal for me at all. I'm just worried about the lobes, which can be taken out, and I can re-stretch them again if I want to. I really don't want to take them out. I've never regretted having my lobes at a 0. I don't regret them at all. I don't regret any piercing I've ever had. It was a great learning experience, and I loved it when I had it. I wish I could have kept my tragus, but it kept rejecting. I wish I could have kept my smiley, but I like to have nice teeth, and I didn't want it to, like, erode my gums or anything, or, so I took that out. It looked super cute. I loved it, but I had to take it out. I love my teeth more. I really want to get my tongue split. But so far, I haven't found anybody that does the method I want to do, which is a cauterizing tool, so they cauterize it so there's not a lot of blood, and each side is healed, instead of just letting it bleed out and stick to each other, and you have to keep pulling it and pulling it apart. That just sounds like disgusting and a long process. And I know in the body mod community, a lot of people think that, you know, you should go through so much pain and everything. I believe that too, and I think cauterizing hurts just as fucking much as cutting it and letting it bleed out. I want it to be practical, you know? I don't want to have a bloody mouth for weeks on end and pulling off the white, sluffy scabs, you know, that come out. I don't want to do that. I want to have a nice, and I'm trying to find somewhere. I live in Alaska, so they don't do that here. So that I'm really committed to the idea. I've wanted one for like 2 years or so, and I will have to save money to get a plane ticket, save money for the tongue split, and then save money